Luxury is created when nothing feels out of place, and every element feels like it belongs. This is the power of consistency, turning individual design choices into one complete, harmonious experience. The first layer of consistency is the color palette. Across the living rooms and kitchens, warm neutrals, creamy whites, natural browns, walnut tones, and subtle black accents are repeated throughout the spaces. These colors create a calm foundation rather than competing for attention. The warm brown of the timber appears again in furniture, cabinetry, flooring, ceiling details, and architectural elements. Meanwhile, soft white and beige surfaces provide visual balance and allow the natural materials to stand out. This repetition is important because color becomes a visual thread connecting different spaces. Even when the function changes from living room to kitchen, the atmosphere remains familiar. The result feels intentional rather than fragmented. The second principle is material consistency. These interiors repeatedly combine a small group of natural and refined materials: wood, marble, stone, glass, leather, and textured fabrics. The key is not simply using the same material everywhere, but using materials that share a similar character. Warm timber is paired with natural stone. Soft upholstery balances the hardness of marble. Glass introduces transparency, while metal accents provide subtle contrast. For example, the dramatic marble in the kitchen becomes a statement element, but it is supported by the surrounding walnut cabinetry and warm wood flooring. In the living room, the same relationship between wood, stone, leather, and natural textures creates a similar sense of warmth. This creates what we can call a material hierarchy. Some materials become focal points, while others provide support. Luxury also comes from repeating shapes and proportions. Notice the strong horizontal lines throughout these interiors: long kitchen islands, extended cabinetry, wide windows, floating shelves, and elongated architectural openings. These horizontal elements visually stretch the space and create a sense of calm. Vertical elements, such as timber slats, tall windows, cabinetry, and architectural columns, then provide contrast and rhythm. The furniture follows the same principle. Instead of highly decorative forms, the spaces use simple, substantial silhouettes. Sofas are generous and low. Tables have strong geometric profiles. And chairs are visually clean. Because these forms speak the same visual language, the interior feels controlled and sophisticated. Another important element is repetition. We can see repeated timber tones, repeated vertical lines, repeated lighting forms, repeated rectangular proportions, and repeated natural textures. In the kitchen, the cabinetry creates a continuous rhythm across the wall. The pendant lights introduce another repeated element above the island. In the living spaces, window divisions, wood panels, furniture proportions, and architectural lines reinforce the same sense of rhythm. Repetition gives the eye something familiar to follow. Luxury often feels organized because the eye can move through the space without visual interruption. The difference between an ordinary interior and a highly refined interior is often found in the small details. Look at the relationship between cabinetry, stone edges, hardware, lighting, wood grain, and architectural joints. When these details are carefully coordinated, the space feels expensive even without excessive decoration. For example, cabinetry lines align with architectural elements. Stone surfaces continue cleanly across the island. Lighting is integrated rather than randomly placed. Wood grain is treated as part of the overall composition instead of simply being a surface finish. These details may not immediately attract attention, but together they create a powerful impression of precision. Lighting is another element that must remain consistent with the overall concept. These interiors use natural light as a major design material. Large windows allow sunlight to reveal the texture of wood, stone, leather, and fabric. Artificial lighting then supports this atmosphere rather than competing with it. Warm pendant lights, concealed illumination, recessed downlights, and architectural lighting create layers of illumination. The goal is not simply to make the room bright. It is to reveal the materials and enhance their natural qualities. Warm lighting emphasizes timber and leather, while grazing light can reveal the texture of stone and architectural surfaces. The furniture is not treated as a collection of individual objects. Instead, it supports the architectural composition. Large sofas establish the main horizontal scale. Coffee tables reinforce the geometry of the room. Dining chairs repeat the visual rhythm of the kitchen. Decorative objects remain controlled so that the architecture and materials remain dominant. This is an important principle of luxury design. Furniture should complete the architecture, not compete with it. When furniture, materials, lighting, and architecture share the same visual language, the space feels effortless. Perhaps the most important principle is that every element supports the same style. The wood supports the stone. The stone supports the architecture. The furniture supports the proportions. The lighting supports the materials. The plants soften the hard surfaces. The artwork adds personality without disrupting the palette. Nothing feels unnecessary. This is why the spaces appear sophisticated without feeling overloaded. There is a clear hierarchy: architecture first, materials second, furniture third, decoration last. Trends often rely on novelty, new colors, new furniture shapes, or new decorative styles, but consistency creates something more enduring. A restrained palette of natural materials, strong proportions, clean forms, and carefully controlled detailing can remain relevant for many years. The luxury comes from designing a space that does not need constant updating. Ultimately, creating luxury through consistency means designing the entire interior as one connected composition. The color palette establishes continuity. The materials create a recognizable identity. The forms establish rhythm, and the details communicate precision. Lighting enhances the materials, while furniture and decoration reinforce the architectural character. When every decision follows the same design language, the result feels calm, intentional, and complete. Luxury is not about having more. It is about making every element belong.